It's Monday morning. We're glad to have you waking up with us here on News 12 this morning, 14 away from 7 o'clock. Attorney Gary Massey joining us with free legal advice. 756-1212 is our number, 756-1212. We welcome Gary Massey on this Monday, Columbus Day. Gary, how you doing?
Doing very well, thanks.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Vicki is here to kick things off. Good morning, Vicki. What's your question for Gary?
My question is, it's sort of a complicated, but my father is in a nursing home, and he has a court-appointed conservator because his 4 children and his wife could not agree on medical care. And now he's being drugged with 5 major narcotics every day, and we can barely keep him awake long enough to feed him. And I want to know how I can go about getting an attorney so we can get in charge of his medical care.
Well, you can file a petition with the court to have somebody else appointed as a conservator, but probably what you would want to start with is to ask for a second opinion because it sounds more like a medical issue than a legal issue. I would be very surprised to find that the attorney was directing what medicine the man was under. That would be a doctor's instruction. Of course, the attorney chooses the doctor. But you could certainly ask the conservator to get a second opinion and to have the doctor explain what's going on with the family. Some people need a lot of medication to keep them comfortable if they're in a lot of pain, and unfortunately, some people need a lot of narcotics. So just because he's on them doesn't mean that that's a bad thing, but obviously you hope he doesn't need them. But you know, you can file a petition to have a different conservator appointed or have a family member appointed as a conservator, or even more than one. But you'll need some proof that what is being given to him is not what's necessary.
Tammy is up next. 756-1212 is our number. Hi, Tammy. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your question for Gary?
I have a problem with the homeowner that lives next door to me. They have a tree that has fell down and damaged my car. Then it damaged one of my family members later on. These were 2 different incidents. And I have spoke to this homeowner on several occasions, and so has my husband. She has dead limbs hanging down. The tree is protruding over my driveway. She actually has 2. I would like to know what would be my legal right to do, because she said she's not going to do anything. It would deface her property, but it's damaging my property.
I understand. You have legal rights because basically a person is required to keep their property in good order so that it doesn't pose a risk or a danger to other people, whether on their property or on another property. So if she has noticed that this tree is dead and poses a danger of falling limbs or the tree itself falling over and damaging property, or even worse, hurting a person, then she has a responsibility to prevent that danger. She has a responsibility to alleviate that danger to protect other people and other people's property. Because that's now, you know, committed harm by falling and hurting somebody apparently and hurting property, you have a legal cause of action against her where you can actually sue her for the damages caused by those falling limbs. Now, a lot of times when a tree is blown over by the wind or a storm or something like that, you didn't have any notice that there was a problem, then the property owner, can't be held liable for that. But if the tree is dead and the property owner should have done something about it before, was on notice of it, then they can be held liable.
All right, Gary, we've got 30 seconds or less. Let's say you've got a tree from your neighbor that's hanging over your house. Are you entitled legally to cut off the limbs that are posing a danger to your house without consulting the owner of the tree itself?
It's probably a bad idea not to consult them, but you do have a legal right because you own the land above your property all the way up to the sky.
All right, thanks so much, Gary. Appreciate you joining us. You can find out more by contacting Gary at 697-4529. That's 697-4LAW. The website, MasseyAttorneys.com. 10 away from 7, another check on traffic with James Howard, a look at the morning's top stories, and a very unsettled holiday forecast for Columbus Day when News 12 this morning continues.